Before I proceed, I want to recognize the following persons. Our former Deputy National Chairman, Alhaji Omar Dumbuya. Now kindly recognize and give him a big clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we also want to recognize, our former women leader, Madam Fatima Bio. Kindly stand low. You know, the girl gets swagger. Go grab. Go grab, you get swagger. Wow, swagger. That's our darling sis, Fatima Bio. We also want to recognize our darling sister, Josephine Jackson. Wow, that's her. Don't give her a big hand, please. And also we want to recognize our brother Emerson Kamara, former NYGC secretary. Master, bro, we'll get it for people. Welcome. Thank you. We want to invite Madam Fatima Bio for giving a 2-minute talk how he wants to see SLPP moving forward with love, care, concern, and blessing. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's see our darling. You know that thing, I want to see like grab because the kind where Mama Sawane the swagger, you know, some of you admire that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, now Mike una for watch you, una not watch my sister in swagger next, please. Thank you.
One country, one people, Her Excellency the First Lady of the Republic, the noble chairman of the SLPP, members of the executive, former national officers. This is my first public appearance after my election and beside the conference Nabo. I definitely mean a freeborn. I know they do something I deny. I not support Dr. Hardy. You don't win, you are the chairman. But I think the direction you are going, you need to add more. Me standing here, I will say with authority, my election also me say I'm popular than any other politician. You need me, you're following, and we all need to work together. So therefore, as a leader, if you don't win, call the others when you don't win. When you call them, they don't come, then you get complaint. But if you don't call them, then you don't know whether they want to come or not. So as a leader, call we. Other national officers talk to you anyhow. I always respected you. I don't ever disrespect you. So when you don't win, you duty now for bring the SLPP together. If you fail in doing that, you have failed as a leader. Call us together. If you don't come, then you have no blames. You don't call me, then we don't come. But if you don't call me, then you get a blame. So the SLPP generation, a lot of rumors they go on social media, and they listen the audio, and they see the messages, and they see the pictures. I don't ever talk on social media. The only word I ever say to my supporters, nobody no need for resign for Fatima Bio, nobody no need for left SLPP, nobody no need for cost, because me Fatima Bio, now SLPP today, tomorrow, and forevermore. And I will continue. Nobody no bring me SLPP. And I continue to be an SLPP, and I want to say, the leader of SLPP, President Bio, get me support, and no matter what happens, I'm going to jump on the podium for campaign for again. More than what you have been done. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Madam Sawane. And Madam Sawane, in message, now one message, that we leader, His Excellency, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, is a supporter today, and it encourage every supporter, we be done the supporter, for continue, for carry the vision, the agenda of His Excellency Dr. Julius Fatima Bio. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One for move, and now I kindly ask, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished, in fact, for let all be upstanding as we invite our chairman, national chairman of this great party, Dr. Prince Alex Harding. As without the Olo.
No. Cow old when you live and not old. When I excuse me, you come for enjoy. What when I some man who feel say I can't fire bullets now. No. I don't fire bullets.
No firing.
Really, I just want to sing the song, Smoking Gold. They say why I sing that song, that means I'm a juju song. But it give messages. My mama be the singer. He say, Okrotik Langa, a past a master, but one day he must go to before him. Now, well, now they know, now they know, now they know. Now they know, now they know, now they know. Now well, now they know, now they know, now they know. Now well, now they know. You sabi, but you don't know. Today, I don't get one or two invitations then. Since where are we? The past 7 no. I not turn up. But today I can't turn up. YG invitation. I became Secretary General at the age of 35. I entered the YG. In fact, YG may nominate me. So I know the function of YG and the role of YG. I can give few minutes of my experience here. One with enough for talk, for give experience. Because of ambition and overestimation of your importance is a recipe for self-destruction. And we as leaders want to want them we sabi handle power. The problem with power, first of all, human being not fit power. If you look the books, God never be the king of Israel. The Israelites, they say no, but one forget we own king. One and I get a king. King Saul, and I deal with them. But we still don't continue. Then we get problems. So power, that's something not all man for hold on. Not all man know how for handle. When you study for handle, they recognize everybody's importance and become a servant to everybody. Turn like dustbin. Never demean others. And never overestimate your importance. And that is not good for power. The young generation will not get a role. I can always say there's one thing about it, about the young generation or the young. Everybody is born young, but nobody is born old. So young generation, youth, now a process. We get old is an achievement. Not everybody will get old. And you can only get old by the way you sabi meander within the difficulties of life. And then you arrive. And in politics generally, I say it's not the amount of wealth that you gather or the amount of children that you don't produce. But how many friends did you maintain whilst we are going up the ladder of power? How many of your family members you are able to maintain? That's the measurable aspect. young generation should not be used as a weapon to intimidate. Remember they say you sabi run as a young man, but you know sabi hide. I've got a lot of stories to forgive, but this night, we get for holding a meeting them. I get for give a lecture. How did I rise from anonymity to sustained prominence? Now, obedience, respect for authority. You learn, you wait for your time. Do not be overambitious. Do not be overambitious. And don't try to put down people. When I time down old, they time down door. Now you time there. They go tie back in by you, you go shock. Just like how you say, somebody, but look your waist. All man knows say I get waist, but left for point by me. Youth, it is not an achievement. Youthfulness, not achievement. It's a process. Old age, an achievement. And there's blessing and enjoyment in old age than even young generation. The party is well structured to take on board. To take on board everybody. That's why in 1991 to 1995, when we are reviewing the 1951 Constitution, which most of us have not seen, most of you here, it was just a small booklet. We worked on that 1995, 91, 95 Constitution to bring, in fact, the young generation were called young pioneers. And the color of the SLPP was blue and white, not green. Blue and white. When I re-registered the party in 1995, I chose chlorophyll green. Abbas Bono chose olive green for his PPP party. And I made a differentiation using the chemistry of the movement of the electrons from lower energy to higher energy, emitting radiation. Understand? And when they asked Abbas Bondo, did you understand what the young Secretary General for the party has said? He said, well, I concede. So that's how we were able to get chlorophyll green and white. The blue, now they be used, but why did we have, now they be used, them are there. I'm beside me grading blue, the color and the blue and white. Green was just used as a camouflage. But why did, in fact, our total color now was green, white, and blue. So you can see the genesis of the independence of Sierra Leone. Because SLPP was 1951, and their color really was green, white, and blue. Blue and white registered, but they displayed green. So that's why the independence, we got it in April 27. And SLPP was also given birth on April 27, 1951. So SLP is older than independence rally. So you have to be proud of this party. Whenever you come to the leadership cadre, the inner sanctum of authority, you have to treat it with reverence and respect and authority. If you know the history of SLPP, believe in me, any position will give you. Like Samiti Magai and his small brother, they contest for the leadership. So about Magai and his small brother, he won by 1 vote. But the elders forced about Magai for step down. He stepped down again, brother, because he was the older person. That's why Samiti Magai became the leader of the SLPP. Democracy does not work everywhere in party politics, in the family.
Exactly.
You cannot lead your family because you study book, because you're a minister. Now the elders, now they lead. In most cases, you daddy. You cannot lead your father. This is what is different from SLPP and the other parties, ragamuffin parties.
Yes.
I want you to imbibe in this. Would they allow you men lead me like the example of Fatima Bio? Everybody had a Who don't want to be for big president? Even Babuna village, Bruno will be run away. If you call her right now for big president, they will agree. But we will watch you how you behave. Modesty. This is a key word. Modesty. And they came in very humble, modest, being humiliated, degraded, downgraded, insulted, all over this place. And that's what we saw in him. He did not give us money. No, we stood by him. Exactly. We were molested together with him. And that's why he became the president. Tego until he died. If needs be, we will just we self may continue. So long, now leader. So young generation are the big one. You can be leaders. There's so many areas to go, but there are certain areas you need experience, and experience comes with age. I served six chairmen. Not that I was not highly educated. After 6 years, Pakaba asked me to take over the party. I said, give me 48 hours. My wife knows. So, the next 48 hours, now I go to her. He said, how is it? This thing, I want me to take over because the party is slow. This and that. I said, Echi, I said, want me to tell you the truth? I said, I'm not mature yet. Oh, you don't go almost 50, you say, I said, no, Echi, I'm not mature yet. Pakaba left for another table, because you know how they vibrate. I said, no, to sit down on that table, to talk to the Vilasa and sit down, give me the mic. To talk to Patumbuya, get up and go and give that mic. To talk to them. You must reach a particular accessible age where the oldest will have a particular reverence and respect for you, and even the young should fear. When I for fear chairman, let me tell you, even when you're in power, the opposition they for fail you. When you come out there, then they go love you later. That is the philosophy. When you sit down there, mostly now, I'm not say Boku with the old past me, perhaps now 1 or 2. That's my achievement. I'm still popular. Your popularity should be shown at delegates conference. You should be the delegates' popular candidate. When you start from there, then you can go to the masses. Fatima Bio started from delegates conference. That's where your popularity should be there. There's one thing again I want to add lastly before I go and sit down. Because when I give speeches, I want it to be controversial. So that we can leave you debating it. That's wherever Jesus Christ went. Let's controversy. But it cannot be neutral. As I said, there's no neutrality in life. Water we drink is slightly basic or slightly acidic, depending upon the pH.
Professor.
There's one thing I want to just add. Now one thing I want to add to now really make everybody assume say, for say you, one country, one first lady. I want to close because I've come here to enjoy. This opportunity does not come very easily. We are not drinking beer. Now, when I'm lucky, I'm not drinking 2 pint beer. Let everybody assume that you are stupid. Let everybody assume that you are stupid. Until you open your mouth, don't open your mouth to confirm that you are stupid. I thank you very much.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him the big hand of applause. One people, one country. SLPP is about love, it's about care, it's about respect. That is what we've learned from our revered chairman. And with that, we also want to recognize the following people. Mr. Sori Fofana, we want to recognize you. We want to recognize Madam Judith Kose. We want to recognize Madam Mariam Musa. We want to recognize the West District, Senior YG. We want to recognize former Chairman North America, Mr. Sandy. We want to recognize Mr. Jack Moana. We want to recognize Munda Sandy. And we want to recognize the one they want to get the name. We want to recognize Una all. We want to come to the end of the program and then we get food for eat. The Sierra Leone People's Party anthem. Wait, please, wait. The chairman they asked if I sabiam. Now from Alana, they teach me how for singer. But I want for kindly ask that we be upstanding as we sing, we anthem. So DJ, ladies and gentlemen, let us kindly stand, let us recognize that, and from there we go invite, we esteemed First Lady for giving the keynote address. Mr. DJ. Thank you. One people, one country. Before we bring we esteemed First Lady, we want to recognize the following support groups. But before that, I want to also recognize Mr. Tamba, the Director General of the Ministry of Lands. Brother Tamba Dauda, welcome, sir. The following groups, the YG themselves for recognizing. SLPP support groups, YG ladies. Are they here, YG ladies? No, clap for them, please. We get the mother babes. The mother babes here. We recognize Una. Una, thank you for coming. The Kundara base, I think I'll be seated. The soldier team, Kundara base, and then the soldier team. Una there? We get the Jimmy Batilo support group. We there? We get the SLPP media bloggers. SLPP media bloggers, we there? We get the Benghazi unit, the wonderful Benghazi unit. We get the local parliament, and the least but not the last, the Unity attire base. We want to recognize Una all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. DJ, we want for now bring we esteemed First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Her Excellency, Madam Fatima Bio, the legati of the President. Let's be on silent, please.
Thank you. Thank you. I beg you now, sit down. One country. One country. Everyone not so well angry, but at least one country. We got for make law neighbor they not say udenaya. One country. One people. Let me first of all pay my respect to the chairman in continuity, the honorable ministers and deputy ministers here present, the First Lady of the party, SLPP, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my son, the young generation chair. In fact, now them picking them big brother. Yes. And all the young generation waiting here, I want to say good evening. Today really not about talk we can here today for we begin for find the way forward for the party. I know say people will say, oh Mrs. Bio, where you been there now now I said the election there, I don't forget it. Kaila and Kenema and Kaila Moyamba and Bo. You choose side again, you know, like everybody they say when election come, everybody, the whole world, everybody choose side because that is what we call democracy. If we all day one side, you know the sweet, but waiting we all day inside, not the SLPP, we big pass we all. Now I want to make something very clear here because some people will say, oh, again, we all the yeri boku talk in social media. Madam Fatima Sawane, na mi sister na we komo kono. Sister they get for faith. You understand? But I don't talk this and I continue for say this to everybody. I continue for say this to everybody. One day me and Fatima Sawane no get plaba. One day me and Fatima Sawane no exchange word when I for curse each other. One day no happen. It just happened to say when people then they go into election, all man get for also want you small respect. When this election here they happen, I tend for remove myself. But even when you're not small picking, you just want small respect. And this my sister here, we all two get the same name, we all two Grace, we all two come on at the same tone. So in character, Nike one puts for me because you know say we all two had no flop. You understand? All meets na bo when see me long in months. I'm waiting up before her. I say for Mata Sawane, if you don't greet me today, I may come up before you. And I tell her again, may you not ever make plaba. And you know they come out na SLPP. You will remain na SLPP. But the only reason why, honestly, this now because I want what they komot na ya, no komot na ya. We all happy and go and begin the process, because the biggest process what we get is not among we SLPP. Our process now is to focus on APC. When they say we there, when we dey talk, let us not talk about each other, because there is no each other anymore. We don't get a national executive. Finish and done. Now, when this election year starts, all the one that we contest, wake up and the women council, because this is what a lot of people know they understand about me. All the one that we contest, from Famata Sawane or Famata Bokari or Josephine and me so me and to make plabase. Our fore, you understand? The only person who been come, he can't seek me blessing. Now be our fore. Now him been come to me, and we don't left 1 month to the election. Now Josephine come to me. He say I want contest. I say Josephine, you know say na me born you, but you know say I know they give me word I take her back. I don't give me word to our fore. I know they will support you. I no hide them, I no go be them. Does that mean I hate Josephine? No. And I tell them, I say if you want for contest, and one day you go out there and contest as a woman, and no one day you go begin to go and do things in this way. Go out there and contest. As God is my witness, now me in man and Mrs. Hardy now we sit on at my office. And I tell her, say, go with my blessing. If you want to contest, continue. So I don't want let people and begin feel say, oh, because every day go here, oh, Josephine says so this. Josephine get right for say. When people then they go into election, they go for talk. So let everybody talk and free for talk. Now we then move on. Let us move on. Me no get, I am not, me first not in another ballot box. Me na one vote I been get. Now me your vote I go exercise. And I go vote for who that been can seek me blessing. Now I go vote for. So fast forward now. We don't get a women's council. We don't get young generation council. You know, just with the young generation there, oh, now this Mrs. Bio support, now this Mrs. Bio support. You the only support who that can seek you blessing. Now you do go support. That one day, 9 days on politics. There is a word called respect in politics. And we also get for maintain that one day. So, dear, me na beg a de beg. Where I come na ya, President Bio say, dear, a beg. Go there and tell the people they say, as the leader of the party, the only thing we want is to see a united SLPP. A party that stands with each other, a party that supports one another, a party that is there to push one another grow. Now that one then are the most important thing. Now the bigger picture here, you know, in politics, everybody gets your own side, who say you important. Everybody is valuable in their own way and own right. But at this present time where we did, there is only one face in our ballot paper, and that face is called Julius Maada Bio. He is our flag bearer. And as the flag bearer of the party, if we want for we party for continue, we want we party for continue. Because again, this is not the one thing where I don't, for people that will get the privilege, or for the people when we get privilege for talk to. And they say this again, and I say them because when I talk, the way when they go interpret them is totally different from what I am actually trying to say. For SNPP, for able, for be a successful party, every single member of the SLPP get for faith for let Maada Bio be successful. Because when Maada Bio is successful as a party, as the leader of the party, we get something for talk about when the next person can say, in one be the leader of the party. Now, a simple example, Midegi. 2018, the former president, Ernest Bai Koroma, he was the president. He has the money. He has the police. He has the military. But waiting in not being get is waiting for show Sierra Leone and they say, now this I do, una follow the candidate way I say. The people refuse and say, we want to try somebody new. And that somebody new become Maada Bio. So SLPP, if we want that time where Maada Bio they say goodbye, we get somebody where that person they don't come forward. And that person they We want for them to be successful. Now we need for work. We are not working for Fatima Bio. We are working for the SLPP. We should not only think about SLPP in power from now till 2018 and 2028. We for begin for devise what we do for stay in power for the next 10, 15, 20 to a point who side when we get so that point today where any political party want contest against SLPP, you go for look yourself first fine and say I need for contest against the SLPP. That should be our focus. And that focus say now una holiday because una the young people then, una the young generation. Now una get for lead this party and keep this party in governance. The respect we I get for you, Alpha, it's very simple. All throughout this election, you know when they put money na the front. I don't talk to so many people. When they say election, of course, delegates then I don't tell the old man they turn millionaire. But you hold your ground, you hold your delegates, you hold your respect. Now that respect I get for you. Because una before come and say, no, for that I go with you. Una give me this. Not one day you not ask me for one penny. I have respect for you and I have respect for your team. And anytime when una get something like this, I don't say to you, count on me, I will be there and support you. And when I support, I don't only support with my body, I support with my heart. And I put my everything in it because I hate failure. I do not fail. So I want to say, please, how we they embrace here today? Lord, we not just come for can just do full face. Now let us think about the SLPP beyond Fatima Bio. Because there is going to be an SLPP beyond Fatima Bio. Yes. We get for accept that fact. Now is the time we for begin for put yourself together. 2023, me at the talker. Would they beat APC hands down? Yes. Yes. Now when they're not on negotiation. So not on 2023 for the talk board. APC would they beat them with class? Would they beat them with fashion? Now would they do? But then when we pass 2023 now, when we don't pass 2023, we now need for make sure say we do the right thing for the people of this country. Yes. We do what the people are asking us to do. Yes. We focus. We now live on with selfishness then. Then one day we're there within the party where they feel say it only get for be them. We get for tell them say no, please. You enjoy your time. It's your time to move. Yes. And the young generation now your job for make sure say when you call big man out, not me say you disrespect her. Now that make people say Fatima not respectful. No, for tell big man true, not a bad thing. For tell big woman true, not a bad thing. You they tell the way you don't not to say assalamu alaikum, sorry, you forgive me. But you go don't hear what you say. Now we make sure say we do what is right for this country. By doing what is right for Sierra Leone, we are putting SLPP in the right position for remain in power beyond Fatima Bio and be there and continue for be there so that by the time when the political party they even begin for structure, as an APC they're not able opposition. They're not sabi opposition. Who said them this so right now? Everything don't collapse for them. Now the worst thing where hits them yesterday, now the fact say where they say Alpha Khan, they don't give Alpha Khan ministerial position. If people like say that the whole APC now can declare for SLPP. So that don't tell you say they don't even have capacity. The capacity where they get, when are the orator, when are Alpha Khan, he's no more there. Alpha Khan is now with us. So we get for understand say President Biona, the magician, will understand how to break APC and finish them. Let us come together. And they say this again before the whole world. Famata Sawane, if you feel say Fatima has offended you, I am sorry. I did not offend you. I just exercise my rights as a delegate. I just want to let you know say we are moving on. Thank you so very much. Let us have fun and let us enjoy ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, my people. DJ with that, we want to have